Hey guys, I want to welcome you back. This has been about 10 months of the carnivore diet for me. I started back in September of 2023, and I've been doing a variation of my own for the most part. 90-10 eating principle, so at least 90% meats and fats, 10% I love my life. That's just basically how I've been doing the carnivore diet, and I've been able to maintain the majority of my weight loss throughout this entire journey. Right, I have here today is some of my favorite carnivore type snacks, and most all of you already know Chomps is one of the favorites, and this is another one here that we found in our local Costco here called Think Before You Eat Think Jerky. It's just a regular beef snack similar to the Chomps, and it's super healthy, it's super clean. And the best part about this is it's got a little bit different flavor. It's got a smokier flavor. It's got a totally different texture when you bite into it. And they cost about the same as Chomps. And I believe both of these are fantastic items. And also here in Alaska, these are often sold out. So these are like the first to sell out. All the other type of beef jerky will be available, but these will be sold out overall really, really quickly. Today the wife and I, we went down to a local store called the Red Apple here in Anchorage, and we bought a variety of different types of pork rinds. We wanted to just try them out. For the most part, these are all clean, the ones that we found. They were, they were like fried up in beef tallow or something like that, or some sort of lard, not vegetable oil. I did find some in the store that were. They did have some soybean and vegetable oil. And I apologize, I'm a little bit tired because, yeah, I've been working a lot out in the sun. As you can see, I got a lot of sun here. And for some reason, I don't know what's going on with my arms. If you guys can see that, I got these crazy bumps all over my arms. I put some lotion on a little bit ago. It was a little bit of hemp lotion. But, I mean, I got these little red bumps all over my arms. And now I did do some research, and it might be a minor vitamin deficiency as well. So it could be like vitamin E deficiency. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to have to look into that. This was something else I made, some pickled eggs. I got a little bit of, I think it's turmeric. Turmeric is what makes it yellow. I put some dill in here. I didn't put any garlic in this one. But yeah, this is one of my favorite snacks to snack on the carnivore diet as well. Especially right when I get home out of work. I like to have some snacks like right away. So the first thing I tend to have is beef sticks, of course. I might have a beef stick. I'll pop in maybe one or two of these pickled eggs. And then I'll start cooking up some burger patties. So the good news for the week is I have lost at least 2, maybe 3 inches off of my waistline. And the reason I know that is because the belt that I bought, when I first started my weight loss journey, I had a belt, and I was going to continue to use it throughout the weight loss journey, but the threads in the belt actually fell apart. So I had to go out and buy a brand new belt. We just bought a cheap one at Walmart, and it was quite a bit smaller, the belt that I bought, but it had a lot of room to shrink. And I got to the point about 2 days ago where I had to continue pulling my pants up as I was at work. So I got home and I put in 2 brand new holes into the belt itself, and yeah, it's already getting a little bit too loose. So I'm probably going to have to put another notch in the belt again to shorten it up a little bit here in the next couple of days, because I've been losing a lot of inches regardless amount of the plateau that I've been going on, and I've been having a pretty long plateau. One of my favorite viewers, Jill, she mentioned something again about the types of sauces I tend to use, because I do like barbecue sauce, and it has a little bit of natural sugar in it. Sometimes it might have brown sugar in it. I haven't really worried about sauces as a general rule throughout this weight loss journey. I stay away from the high fructose corn syrup, a lot of the soybean oils, vegetable oils, other types of seed oils. So I wanted to try something else. So at this Asian food market, well, it's not necessarily an Asian food market. It's called the Red Apple, but the majority of products that they have in the red apple are based around Asian culture and stuff like that, because it doesn't matter where red apple is in the country. They kind of cater on the people that are in the general area, and there's a lot of Asians, Samoans, Hawaiians, people from Somalia, all over the place that live like right over by that red apple within walking distance. So they cater to those people over there. So you can walk in that store and find a variety of very interesting products. And this is just another one of them. I have not yet tried this yet. I want to try this here in a little bit. I'm going to cook up some hamburgers and give this a shot and see what I think about this. Since Jill did mention, you know, about the sauces, I decided I was just going to go just like Todd at Carnivore Cure. He has his meat and he just has hot sauce. I'm not sure exactly which hot sauce he's using. I think it's like a Tabasco product, but I wanted to find a hot sauce that I liked, and I did start using a sriracha sauce on my burger patties about 2 days ago, and I've been doing pretty good with that. I have been missing the barbecue sauce. Not a super huge deal, so we're just going to move on from there. Okay, some other big news that's happened this week. Actually, last weekend, I did go swimming for the first time in about, I think it's been maybe 5 years. Now, I haven't been out swimming in such a long time, mainly because about a year ago, you know, I was 435 pounds. My feet were really swollen, and it hurt a lot for me to walk barefoot on the gravel. I mean, it would almost bring me to tears. It hurt so bad. So I just avoided swimming outside at all costs. I didn't like going swimming at pools either, because typically the floors are a little bit textured, and my feet were so swollen that it hurt. It hurt to walk in a pool. So the only thing I could do was like maybe wear some Crocs or some sort of swimming shoes in order to go swimming if I ever did at all. But I pretty much just avoided swimming for like the last 5 years. And I had fun. I went out, we had a pretty good time. I got a lot of sun. I have yet to burn yet. Regardless of what these bumps are, I still haven't gotten a sunburn. And a couple years ago, you know, maybe an hour or 2 hours out in the sun, I would have been just completely burnt. My skin would have been peeling all the way down my arms. And I really need to figure out what the heck all this is, because that's really, that looks bad. That's horrible. But okay, we finally did get the Jeep fixed, so that's one less thing to worry about. It cost me about $1,000 just to get the fuel pump knocked out and put in. Fuel pump, fuel filter, some other diagnostic type work went on with the Jeep. So I do have my Jeep. It's back up and running. I no longer have to ride my bicycle to work. My new job is going extremely well for those that are interested. I'm working for a really large recycling company. They're located all over the country here, but that's going well. I'm enjoying it. There's plenty of hours all year round, so I don't have to worry about the seasonal up and downs. I'm not going to have to worry about, is it going to snow outside? I don't have to, you know, worry about what time the gravel pit closes. About the only thing we do worry about is what time the dump closes, the landfills, and that's about the only thing we stress on. Now, the one nice thing about this job is it starts whenever we start our work day. It starts at 7 a.m. and then we get done anywhere between 4 to 6 o'clock in the afternoon, unless we're doing a out-of-town type job. So that's a plus, and it's also helping us get back on our feet. Now, something that happened last night, which kind of set us back a little bit, me and the wife were in bed, and then all of a sudden my side of the bed broke. Well, like I said before, I was 435 pounds a year ago. I was putting a lot of strain on that bed, and the middle legs actually folded up a little bit. It wasn't too dramatic. It just kind of sank, and I was able to kind of scurry myself over to get, you know, into the center of the bed, because it's these two-part bed frames. So everything was okay there, but we had to go out and buy a new bed frame today. That cost us around $250 at a store we call Mattress Ranch here in Anchorage. Let's see, something else. Okay, yeah, I was doing 24-hour fasting all week, and that's typically what I do when I work anyways. So 24-hour fasting is just super easy for me to do. I can get up in the morning, I just drink my coffee, I take my vitamins, get some electrolytes, pack some extra water. I typically pack about 1.5 gallons of water with me every day, regardless if I need it or not. but I typically drink about at least a gallon of water while I'm out and away from the house. If it gets really, really hot, or if I have to get outside and do some strenuous type work, yeah, I'll definitely be drinking a full gallon and a half and maybe some more. And thankfully this employer has lots of bottled water available, so I don't have to really worry about getting clean water, because I do not drink city water. I can't stand it. I'll drink well water. Granted, some of the bottled water isn't the best, but I still do not like city water. I don't like the way it tastes. I don't like how they treat it. And yeah, definitely thinking about promoting water filtration for those people that might be interested in the near future. But overall, our stress levels have been coming way down. The new job is definitely helping. Everything's been going great. I definitely am losing weight again, and I do enjoy 24-hour fasting. So I think in the long run, like, this is all going to work out really well for me, and my family too. My wife and my kids, everybody's just been really surprised at the amount of success that I've been having with the carnivore diet. And I have a lot of local people that follow me as well that are interested. They're like, we're always talking about what I'm eating. And I met a guy at work. He was from Africa, and I asked him, what type of foods were you eating in Africa? Because we're talking about a village gentleman that came up here, and he's working at the same recycling company that I work for. And the interesting thing is the majority of their diet, because he's a really healthy looking guy. He can run, he can jump, he can do whatever you need him to do. He eats meat, mainly meat is his entire diet. He said when they're really, really starving, they'll eat vegetables and stuff like that. And I was like, thank you for proving my point that, that this is a thing, even though it's not talked about as the carnivore diet in other cultures. Some of the other cultures that I've talked to, like people from Greece, they call it the meat diet. They don't call it the carnivore diet. But it's just what a lot of the Asians also do. You tell them you're eating at least 90% meats and fats, and they look at you and they nod their head. They're like, yeah, you're doing the right thing. You're really figuring it out, because they can see us here, in America, our obesity rates just going through the roof. They can see their own culture falling for the standard American diet, and they just can't get them away from it. It's like you just can't figure out how to communicate at times, because sugar and carbs just make everything so much more difficult. But okay, guys, until next time, I hope to see you in the next one.